Now dear students, we have now till now created our library and have added a footprint into the library. So make sure you save your work by clicking on save changes. Now we have also selected our grid 0.25 mm grid, and now let's add pad into our footprint. Click over here on the right side, this is add pad tool. Click on this tool and you will find a pad which is now attached with your mouse. Let's just zoom in. You can zoom in over here, or the other way is go over here and you can choose to zoom in, zoom out as you want. So let's click on add pad and let's zoom in so that we can see our pad. So just place it over anywhere, click over here and click on the cursor. Now this is the pad we have added into our footprint. So click on this pad, click on this pad and right click on this, and now go to properties or hit E. In the property panel you can choose pad type, like either you want to choose it through hole pad, through hole, SMD, or edge connector, or non-plated through hole for mechanical housing of your PCB, or you want an SMD aperture. So as you can see in our footprint that we have the pins that are through hole that should be inserted into the PCB. So we have all these pins 1 to 6 and these mounting holes should be through hole. So over here we will be choosing through hole. So the next thing is, as this is our pin number 1, pad number 1, you can also change its numbering by writing 2, 3, as we are going to add our first pad. So click over here, this is the first one, this one, pin number 1, we are designing it right now. So this is pin number 1. As I told you that the pin number 1 should be at 0 0 region at the coordinates. So I have chosen its position X and position Y at 0. So I want that the pad shape should be circular. As you can see over here that the pads for this slide switch are circular. So you can also choose oval, rectangular. You can see on the right side viewer that the shape of pad is also changing, like you can choose trapezoidal, rounded, rectangle, whatever shape you prefer. Now I want to choose circular, so I have clicked over here circular pad shape. So the next thing, it's asking for me that what should be the diameter of this pad. Diameter of this pad means from the one side of the boundary crossing through the center to other side of the circular shape or the circular pad. So let's consult our PCB mounting, the footprint. It says that the pin number 1 should have a dia of 0.80 mm, that its hole, the whole dia is 0.80 mm. So let me show you over here that there are two things, that is the pad shape diameter and the hole shape diameter. The pad shape diameter is actually the outer diameter including this annular ring and the internal hole, while the hole shape diameter is only the diameter inside of this. So in the hole shape diameter we want the hole as circular or oval. I want this to be circular, and the diameter internal of the hole is, go over here, this is the internal diameter given, 0.80 mm is the internal diameter. So over here 0.80 mm, this is the hole shape diameter, the internal diameter. So now we want to give enough annular ring, this ring outside the hole, so that our pin can easily insert and have good soldering contact with the PCB. So as you can see, it's 0.80, so I want that this should be 0.2 mm width of annular ring width. For doing that, what I do is I have to add 0.80 plus 0.80 is the diameter of this hole, plus 0.2 the one side width of the annular ring, and plus again 0.2 the other side width of the annular ring. So over here I add 0.8, which is the internal diameter of the hole, plus 0.2, which is one side annular ring width, plus 0.2 the width of the other side. So hit OK, and I just hit OK, and it hit E again to see the properties. So over here the diameter is the pad shape, the outer diameter is 1.2 mm and the inner diameter is 0.8 mm, which is sufficient to insert the pin number pins of this slide switch into the PCB. So we have choose through hole, pad number is 1, pad shape is circular, outer diameter 1.2 mm and inner diameter or the hole shape hole diameter is 0.8, and the hole shape is circular. So on the copper layers you have to choose front layer to back layer. This will be through hole, means from the top to bottom of the PCB. This will be this will connect from the top to bottom. It will go through the PCB. So the other things are clearance, override and settings. You can see over here clearance, override and setting. This is some of the custom shape primitives we will see in later videos. So in the general setting you have to do these all settings in which you have to specify pad type, pad shape and hole shape. As this is pad number 1, so we have choose location at position X and Y at 0 0. So hit OK. Now you can see our pad number 1 is now placed on the origin of our footprint editor sheet. You can also let's first of all save this. You can also view this in 3D by going to view and 3D viewer. You can see over here that we have placed our pad over here. This is our this is our through hole pad which we have just placed over. You can also see that in the viewer you can see there is a plating inside of this hole. So these are used for making connection between the top and bottom layer as well as any other layer that is present inside the PCB. So in this way you have placed your first pad of your footprint.